Alright guys, today we're going to do a quick unboxing. As you saw from my last video, my Mountaineer got totaled is the end result of that video. But somebody ran into my Mountaineer, was hit and run to go through. A little bit of a headache to track them down. Something happened the week before that, the house got egged, so we had to climb up on the second level of the roof, clean off some frozen egg on the house. So at this point, I decided it's a good time to get some home surveillance stuff. Been taking the last week or two to look around for some gear. Didn't know what I wanted to get. There's so many options out there. I don't have a ton of money. The more money I blow on that, less money I have to blow on the Mustang and other projects. So I was a little bit budget conscious on this one. I held out that last week that we got egged. I was going to get something that week. I was looking at the Arlo setup. It's wireless, no wires. Battery packs, which was okay because you could take them out and charge them. So I was cool with that, but the motion detection system was only 23 feet or 26 feet. And from my front porch or the tip of the garage to the tip of my property before it hits the sidewalk is over 30 feet. So by the time you get out to the street, it's 35, 40 feet. So I was looking around, found something that met all the requirements, or at least is advertised that met all the requirements that I was looking for. So hopefully, if anything major were to happen like this in the future, that we can track down the person a little bit easier. So I'm going to put a link down in the description a little bit later. So what I ended up going with, and I'll give you some reasonings why, I went with the Lorex by Flir. I did their, let me see what the kit's called, a 2KMPX44 kit. It comes with four megapixel cameras, 1 terabyte or 1.5 terabyte DVR. I got to check the specs again. Night vision. Not only does it have regular IR night vision, but more importantly, it has color, full color night vision, which to me that was important, because if you see any of these videos with a night vision, black and white, if you got a silver colored car or a red colored car that comes through and a guy's got a yellow hoodie or a green hoodie, you can't see that stuff from those infrared based cameras. So, if somebody's wearing a yellow hoodie and is black and white in the video, you can't tell if it's yellow, it's white, it's silver, it's gray. You can't tell those details. So the car that happened to wreck my Mountaineer was a silver Impala, or silver, not an Impala, I can't think what the hell it's called. It starts with Malibu. It was a silver Malibu. So in that case, I wouldn't have been able to tell if it was silver, if it was white, gold, tan. So I'm hoping to get those kind of details from this camera system. Again, it's tough. You never know what you're getting, especially at that price point. There are not a lot of reviews on these things. I have a little bit of dealings with Flir from work. I've dealt with some of their software. We have some of their thermal cameras at the steel mill that I'm working on. So I have a little bit of experience, but not with consumer-based stuff. So I'm not sure how it's going to work out yet, but we'll see how it goes. The one good thing is it says the full color night vision will work if there's 1 lux or more lighting available. So if you guys have ever seen and actually we'll go out and look. In front of my property there is a street light on the left-hand corner of my property. I did a measurement of that. So there goes the street light right there, and then cars in the driveway. So I'm not sure how that's going to cut. I'm going to put a camera up in the corner there, probably one there, or one over in that corner, and then one hidden up somewhere. So that provides me 3 lux of light right there. I got another one down there, should provide the same amount of light there. So I'm hoping that is going to be enough to be able to trigger that full color. If not, I still get the benefit of the 4 megapixels and some of the other options. We'll see how that goes once we get set up. I just want to do a quick unboxing so you guys can see what you get in this kit. The kit was basically, I think it retailed for $5.29 or something like that. I got it direct from Flir. I ordered it on Amazon because I found a kit that was $2.99, and I thought that was a stellar deal on Amazon. I happened to go on Flir's website later that day. Excuse me. and I found the same kit was $249 on sale direct from Flir, and then they had a 15% coupon that brought it down to whatever, it was like $212, and then free shipping. So by the time I got all said and done with tax, it ended up being like $223 to my door for a $530 system. So it's a pretty stellar deal, and it was still almost $75 cheaper than what I was getting from some Joe Schmo third party fulfilled by Amazon deal. So I know I got a warranty. It has 3-year warranty or 5-year warranty, something like that. Again, you'll see the specs when I provide the link in the description of the video. But I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the POV mount. We'll get this stuff unboxed. I want to get one of the cameras hooked up tonight and throw it on the porch just to see if that color or if the lighting from those street lights are enough to pick up full color. Again, if it doesn't, I guess it's not a huge deal, but that really is what I wanted. I wanted the 4 megapixel, 5 megapixel because I wanted to be able to have something to zoom into, and I wanted to be able to have that full color. So we're going to test that out a little bit later tonight. We'll switch over to POV. We'll come back and I'll show you guys what you get in that kit. We got our box here we just got from Flir. I thought this was going to be packaged in a little bit more of like a retail box, since they do sell some stuff retail, but apparently when it comes directly from Flir, it does not have a nice retail packaging. So we'll get some scissors because I don't have a blade out here. And these are going to be the cameras. Part number on the cameras is LAB243SB. It is a 4 megapixel AMPX camera bullet. And made in China, of course, because pretty much everything's made in China these days. This is going to be real simple. They're all pretty much the same quality you get with these camera systems that are under 500 bucks. They're all going to be plastic housing type stuff. They're going to have a multi-LED system on the front for the infrared for the night vision. So I don't expect leaps and bounds of great quality. So you got your anchors, screws, instruction manual. You have, and this I was not aware of, you have an individual AC block, which actually I don't like that. That's going to screw me up a little bit. I thought that these were getting power through BNC. So I don't think this is going to work for me. This might be going back. I thought I read on all the information from them the power went through BNC. Oh, actually it does. Okay, I lie. So through the BNC, you get the Siamese BNC cables. It has the power that goes through there. So you got your female through the BNC, and you got the male through the power plug in. That goes into a wall outlet. So I guess that's a little bit better, but I was kind of used to seeing the other ones where they just went into like a 4-way splitter, and then that one splitter that went into a wall outlet. This should work. It's not exactly what I expected, but I can probably make that work. So again, one side's going to go to the camera, so you're going to have, and these are probably labeled here. I know some of the other companies are labeled which side goes to which. So this is the side that goes to the power adapter. This is the side that goes to the camera, and I do not see that they're labeled. So you're gonna have to just make sure you look for this male end that's gonna go into the camera. BNC looks the same on both sides. So before you route your cables, you just want to make sure you look and make sure you have that right power side on that side. So we'll tuck that back up in there and throw that back in the box till we're ready for it. And this is ×4, so anything I'm showing you is ×4 except for the DVR. And we have our bullet camera here. And this is where you're going to see the harness coming off of the camera. You see you got your female for power, and you got your female for BNC. Again, plastic housing, plastic shroud. So it has a little bit of shroud. You guys can probably see my little kitten, new kitten you guys saw in the one video when I was doing the top, the top motor for the Mustang. That's the kitten. She's getting crazy running around. She decides she's going to be in Daddy's video today, so bear with me if she decides to jump in the box. Again, plastic shroud, plastic housing. This whole bracketry is plastic. Again, this is to be expected for this price range. So it looks like you have to actually unscrew on these to be able to adjust up and down. And there is a fitting on this side to be able to adjust like that, I guess. Okay. Maybe this is to actually screw into the wall, and then you just use that to tighten it up so you can mount the cables through. So you've got a little bit of action that way if you want to adjust it and then mount it down. I'm not going to get a screwdriver yet and unscrew this, but again, pretty so-so quality. I mean, as long as it holds up to the weather, that's all I really care about. You can see the optics in there, the lens with the IR LEDs. I'm assuming that's a motion sensor right there. They don't really add in any of their documentation what the motion sensor distance is. Like I said, I know when I looked at the Arlos, it was like 23 feet for the trigger motion. That doesn't work with me. That's not going to do what I needed to do. Oh, God damn it, cat. Come on. Yeah, so that wouldn't work with me, the 23 feet. I do need more. So hopefully this is going to be enough. I don't even know how I had to... Cat, get out of here. This is how things are going to go with a kitten in the house. Let me see how this other one was packaged. Probably should have paid attention to how this was in there before I took it out. Now we're gonna leave this out here. This cat's gonna drive me crazy and knock everything off the freaking table. We'll leave one of these out here and we'll get back to that in a little bit. Cat, get out of here. Look, go play with that shit somewhere else. Alright, so hopefully the cat's gone now. Alright, so again, times 4 cameras. Here, kitty. Stay busy. Alright, so the DVR system. Part number on the DVR is DV8041. It's a 1 terabyte DVR. Factory sealed for your protection. So the only downside with this that I was able to find, and this is only a 4-channel DVR. A lot of the other systems came with a 4-camera 8-channel DVR, so you have something to upgrade and add some more channels in the future if you need to. But this was not the case. They give you exactly what you need for that time. So that kind of sucked a little bit, but again, I'm hoping that these have wide enough field of view that I can get what I need. They have like a 95 degree or 90 degree field of view. I'm hoping that's going to be enough, but that's what we're going to figure out. So all right, here's the front. You get a function, escape, arrows, power, USB. Not sure what the functionality. I'm sure this is the zoom in or something, or select your cameras once you're in the software. Back, you can show your 4 video ins for B and C. You got your audio in, audio out. I guess you plug in a third-party microphone if you decide that you need that. HDMI to your monitor, Ethernet to get network connectivity, USB for a mouse, whatever, VGA for a monitor if you don't have an HDMI monitor. 12 volt input, so you're going to have a power adapter, goes from 120 volt into 12 volt on-off switch, and AB I guess is for some other triggering if you're doing any triggering systems. Get your adapter. Kitten, seriously, what do you want from me? What do you want? Go take off. All right. Got a USB mouse here. I'm probably going to be throwing the DVR in the garage since we got the TV in the garage now. It's easier for me to run everything through the garage since it's not fully drywalled yet. So that's what the plan is. Probably a 3-foot HDMI cable, probably about a 3-foot Ethernet, and it's got a remote to go through the DVR functions. So again, all pretty straightforward stuff. They're all pretty much the same. The key with this one was, again, I wanted it for that 4 megapixel camera and for that color night vision. It seemed like other companies did do the 4 or 5 megapixel cameras. They're quite a bit more expensive. I think the Swan one that I was looking at that had 5 megapixel cameras, and here we have some quick connection guides, some other stuff. But the Swan setup I was looking at that had the 5 megapixel cameras, that was $400 I think, something like that. So right off the bat, this one was cheaper, a lot cheaper, and the camera's questionably better because of having the full color night vision. Some of the other ones were 1080p, which 1080p is probably more than adequate for most people. I wanted to get a little bit more zoom range, so if I do have to see, let me get off the POV. So I wanted more than 1080p in case I got to zoom in on a license plate, zoom in on a face. Again, I'm not going a huge distance. These things are rated at like 130 feet. If I'm getting like 40 feet, I'm probably pretty solid. Anything past that is a bonus to my neighbors. So I'll be able to see the neighbors across the street, neighbors to each side. So if I can help them out in a pinch if something were to happen to them, great. But my main concern is, 40, 50 feet in each direction, and I'm probably more than solid. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to try and get one of these plugged in. I'm going to throw it out on the porch, see if we can hook up the DVR to a monitor of some sort. I don't know which monitor we're going to hook it up to yet. We're going to get it hooked up to something, see what the signal looks like, and we'll go from there. So I'll come back in a little bit. Don't judge me. This is going to be a quick mock-up. I'm only doing this to test the camera field of view and to test the night vision on these cameras. So again, you can see I have my cheap TV out in the garage. Nothing fancy. It's a 720p TV. I just wanted to get something in here for a few reasons. I went over one of my other videos. Like it for YouTube use when I'm in the garage if I gotta look something up, and to have it for Pandora or something like that when I'm playing or when I'm out here working in the garage. So we're just gonna hook up power and HDMI. And we're just going to throw this on a little roll-away bench that I have here. This is not going to stay like this again. Before people say that I do things sloppy, I'm going to try and do this as nice as I can. But again, this is just a test. That's power for the TV, power for the Amazon TV. Have to get a better power block out here for this. All right. got power for the DVR. Power. Get HDMI. I'm pretty sure I got 3 or 4 ports on this thing. Alright, what do we got here? More over here. Alright, maybe this just does have one HDMI. Actually, we're not going to use that HDMI. I'm going to unplug the HDMI from the Firebox, just because that's a bit longer. And again, this was a temporary thing too, so don't hate me, guys. I can't even see where the hell that Firebox is. Oh. Alright, so we got power, we got HDMI, boom. I'll get this back in the container so we don't lose it. Not a huge deal because I do got about 1 billion HDMI cables, but just in case I gotta send this thing back for any reason. Alright, so now we're going to go to our camera and our BNC. Now we may have to shut off the Christmas decorations in the front because there are lasers, and I'm pretty sure these lasers are going to fuck with these cameras quite a bit as they're going around. So we will adjust that as need be. Alright, so again, look, make sure you got your right connectors. And you're looking for the, oh, already got the wrong end. Alright, so you're looking for your male end for the power. And your BNC end. So you'll see that these have a notch in them. Line that notch up there. Push it in, a little snug fit, and you twist it. That's all that it really takes to plug in those BNCs. So you're gonna put your BNC, we'll go to channel 1. And we'll get our power adapter, plug that thing into power, and we'll get one camera up and running. Again, this is sloppy because I haven't cleaned all this stuff up from the last task that I did. So again, bear with me, it's going to be ugly. Alright. So we got power. Got the power from the block into the power to the BNC connector. So I'm going to turn on the TV. And we should default to HDMI 1, and we're going to turn on the box. So you can see the box is powered on over there, and we should see something coming on the TV here in a moment, maybe a welcome screen. Alright, so we got the Lorex welcome screen. And I don't know if we have to go through a tutorial or not. Hopefully we don't have to go through anything anything crazy here. Alright, looks like it's still booting up here. Alright. Power, set ECD, alright. Press the function button, see if it does anything. Alright, so it looks like it's initializing. Alright, so we got a camera. Alright, so we're going to take off the plastic, and you can see my ugly mug right there. Look at that quality. So, field of view, I don't know. I don't think field of view is going to be very great here. But we are going to see once we get this hooked up. So let's unravel this a little bit. And see. So we put it up in the corner of the garage. It doesn't even look like we're going to get the full garage. So that field of view might be a little bit of a problem. Let's see what it looks like outside. Alright. And it looks like it is full color so far. We'll come in and look at this then. We're gonna... Here, let's loosen these up. Alright. So we got this at a 90 now, so we can probably set this down on the porch or somewhere and see how it goes. So we are going to, let's see, put this on top of this light here. And we will see what the field of view and quality looks like. Let's go in here first. And that does not look like it's color there. So that's going to be a problem. So I'm going to put that on top of the car for now. It's probably not going to hold. Alright, we'll come back when I have a better plan of attack on this. We'll be back in a few.